almost did not graduate. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on this channel, welcome. My name is Ruth Benson, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you for watching my videos, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to enjoy the video. You guys, I'm sure from the title you'll know that this is a story time. I'm here to gist with you guys. I almost did not graduate. Okay, but before we get into the main gist, let's start over from the beginning. So you guys, I was done with secondary school, and the next thing in Nigeria, we all know the next thing to do is to write JAMB. So I wrote my first JAMB. I wrote my first JAMB, and you guys, I failed woefully. I got 170. Was it 174? I'm not too sure, but I got 174. So I was crying, and then my parents were like looking for what next and all that. And at that time, my sister was in Kogi State University. She was in that university, so I was crying. They were consoling me that I should stop crying. Since it's my first JAMB, we shall look for a solution and all that. So the solution was to go for remedial. And at that period where the registration for remedial was about to start, my sister got a bad news from her school that her course was not accredited, so they had to leave in that department because the course was not accredited. And if she said she should continue and stay there, it's just a waste of time, because at the end of the day the certificates would just be useless because the course was not accredited. And her school was also going on strike, like back to back strike. Okay, so she had to leave. Then we had to do the remedial together. That was how we registered for the remedial together and all that. And so going for the remedial, I got the admission for remedial. We were now on our way to school. I was really scared because that was the first time of me leaving home. But I was happy because I had my sister with me. At least I'll be more comfortable because she's my big sister, okay? And I'm a baby girl. So we got to school. For me to enter the gates, because we were in school still, because we wanted school still. Wanted to be around the school premises. So okay, so we got to the school gate, and I was really scared. I was holding my sister's hand like this. I was really scared going in. But I had the sweetest roommates. There were like 48 in our room or so, but they are the sweetest. Other rooms, you'll be hearing they fight, they fought, whatever. And they stole money, they stole this one school fees. Like, we're hearing gist here and there from other rooms, but our room was just the sweetest. Like, God put us in that room, sweetest beings in that room. If you're watching this video, I love you guys so much. We got to the hostel, went for classes and all. So this is where the story begins. Remedial does not take the courses in remedial, like history, I can't remember, but there's no mass comm, there's no performing arts, and I wanted one of the two. Okay, I did not get that, so I think they just gave me educational technology. But I was just checking my document now. That was when I saw it. I remember that okay, it was educational technology they gave me in remedial. But then all the courses does not matter in remedial because we were all in the same class, attending the same classes. Okay, so fast forward to remedial exams. We did the exams, we passed. I and my sister, we passed. Fast forward to when they will give admission. No, we wrote another JAMB after, was it after remedial? During remedial they gave us break to go and write JAMB. I passed the JAMB, my sister passed as well. So we passed our JAMB. Then we're now waiting for admissions. You guys, our jam caps, like we that did remedial, our jam caps was showing admission in progress for I think 2 months or more than. We're now panicking, like what's going on? Are they really going to give us this admission? Like we're so scared. Fast forward, I don't want this video to be too long. So we got the admission, and then I was given technology education. And meanwhile, if you know me, you know I hate anything calculations. And technology education is mostly for science students. That's TED is mostly for science students. So how am I going to cope? I'm an art student, and I just spoke to my auntie in school, so we're trying to change my courses. She told me not to go to edutech. Okay, so I was receiving classes with performing arts. You guys, performing art is not easy. I'll always come home, I'll be crying. There was a day I even came back home, I misplaced my slippers. I came back home from school because our hostel was outside the school at this time. I walked barefooted from inside the school to my hostel. Like, that was when I said, no, I'm not going to do this. They should not work my course to performing arts. I cannot do this. I'm just going to go with mass comm, okay? Because I always like the media space, hence why I'm on YouTube, okay? So I started receiving classes with mass comm, and it was quite easy. But then working my course to be changed to mass comm was now the issue. So I just told them not to bother. And since my friend was in educational technology, Margaret, I love you. It was me and Esther actually that went for PFA. So they just gave us educational technology. So I just went there. I just accepted my fate that okay, it's not that I'm going to use the certificate anyways, but if I have to, I'll just have to use the certificate. So I just went to start receiving classes with educational technology, and I fell in love with the course, you guys. I fell in love with the course, but at some point we're getting there. Let's not rush. So 100 level was beautiful. I caught up because I did not start lectures with them on time, but I caught up. 100 level was amazing. And if you go to Unilorin, you know that if you don't make if your GP is not up to 1.5, they'll have to drop you. That means you can't go further. I was happy and glad. Me and my sister, we crossed. Given the admission, then I gave my sister agriculture, and agriculture, you guys, is 5 years. We're now feeling bad that okay, I'll finish school before her. But then God always has a different plan for everybody. So okay, after 100 level, I got to 200 level. I think I moved from my former hostel to my new hostel. Is it 200 or 300 level? I can't remember. But we moved, and 200 level also was amazing. I was making friends in my department and all that. And then in 300 level, something happened, you guys. The hostel we moved to, they kept on robbing the hostel. Like, you hear that they stole phone this day, the next thing you hear that they stole phone in another room, and they were cutting the windows or tearing the window nets and all that. But I was happy. I thank God that nothing happened in our room, nothing happened in my friend's room. Okay, so every time we were sleeping, like, we were living in fear in that hostel. So 300 level, something happened that messed my emotions, that messed with my mental health and all that. Not everybody know this story, but I'm just here to share it with you guys. So everybody in the hostel were in one of our hostel mates room, and then we're just having fun, playing music, and we all ate together that day. Like, everybody was in a good mood that day. So I think by 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. we all left the room and went to our rooms to go and sleep. And not up to I think I slept off not up to 30 minutes. We're hearing noise outside, like they were robbing the guy's room we left. You guys, I was so scared. Like they were robbing him out. I was listening to voices outside. The guy was shouting for help, but obviously nobody could come out because everybody was scared. Was shouting for help and all that. I was so scared. We were shaking. I had to put my phone on silent. My sister had to put her phone on silent. Like we're just chatting with my friends and on our hostel group, like what's going on, blah blah blah. Like everybody was so scared, but we could not come out. So we shall hold on. Like we were so scared. Like we knew that something very serious was going on, not the normal they came to steal phone and whatever. We knew something was going on. So everybody stayed in the room until it was like 6 a.m. because we could not hear voices at that time. So we all came out. And we coming out, the first thing I was seeing was blood on the floor. You guys, the blood was much. Like blood was everywhere in the hostel, everywhere. Like blood was splashed on the wall. God, at that point I was shaking, you guys. I was shaking. We're not trying to look for the guy that was shouting, okay, where is he? Where did he go to? Like nobody knows. We're trying his number, it was not going. We tried his friend's number. If he went to his friend's hostel, the friend was not picking up at that time. You guys, I was scared. I was shaking. Like thinking about it now is making me really scared. I was shaking, you guys. And then I think we now tried his other friend's number, and that one now picked up that okay, yes, he's with this guy and they're taking him to the hospital. So we're not like, what happened? We saw blood on the floor. It chat told us that he was coming to the hostel to pick up some things for going to the hospital. So they came to the hostel and he told us that they came to rob him and he was dragging with them, and they were with cutlass, guys. So he was dragging with them, and then they used the cutlass to cut his hand at this place. They cut his hand, guys. And I was so emotional. I was scared. The next thing, like they took him to the hospital and they said he's going to need a surgery because they cut, I don't know the name of this, the thing they said. Shall cut here, so his fingers could not stay. It was just falling. I don't know if you understand. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. But so he needed surgery, and I was like, wow, surgery? Are you kidding me? So we said okay. The caretaker of my hostel was with him at that time. So we now had the time, okay, let's just clean up the hostel. I could not, guys. I could not. I hate blood. I hate seeing blood. I don't like blood. So my sister was helping out with other members of the hostel. We were cleaning the hostel and the blood around. I was still shaking. I was feeling sick. I don't know what to do. At that time, I've not cried, but I knew I needed to talk to someone. So immediately I called my mom. I explained everything that was going on, talked to my brother, and that was the point when I was explaining to her. That was the point where I started crying. I was just crying. My mom was praying that nothing is going to happen to us. But I was just scared, not just for myself, but for the boy that needed surgery. I was really scared, you guys. But after I cried, I felt a little bit better. Then after cleaning the hostel, we just rested and I slept a bit because we did not sleep all through the night, like I said. So after that, after we woke up, we all prepared from the hostel and then we went to the hospitals to see the guy and to just tell him that everything will be fine because it's mentally draining. You guys, I came back. Like since then, I've not just been comfortable. Any little thing, I'll be shaking in the hostel. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't read properly. You guys, I could not read. and exams were approaching. I don't know how God did it, but I just, every time I remember, I'll say thank you, Jesus. So after that, fast forward to exam period, I did my exam, and then you guys, this is when shit started getting real. There's one particular course that when the results came out, I saw I saw F, guys. I saw F, and at 300 level, guys, I cried. I cried. I don't know what happened. I shall failed that course. But I was not thinking, okay, what happened? What happened? What happened? Like, I don't know what happened. I saw F. I was really heartbroken. And I was just thinking, is it that I'll start going for the classes all over again? How am I going to cope? And fast forward to 400 level, I had to register the course again because I don't want extra year. Okay, I registered the course, and first day of the class, I was going to school. I was crying on the road, guys. I was crying. So my friend Margaret, God bless you, baby. I love you. I love you. I don't tell you always, but I love you. My friend Margaret said, why are you crying? Like, she was just trying to console me and all that. And she told me, okay, if it's like that, I'll be following you to school every day. I look fine.
You are fine.
Let me finish my video. Okay, guys, there was a break in transmission, and my mom came in, so I needed to attend to her. So my friend was not trying to console me. She was saying, okay, if it's like that, I'm going to follow you for the classes so you will not be alone and all that. That girl, she's stubborn, she does not have sense, but then that thing stick with me. Like, every time I'm going to remember that. She's really annoying, but if you get to know her, she's really sweet. I was like, okay. And time for the class came. Instead of her going home, she followed me to the class. She was talking to me that, okay, and she was explaining like things I said I don't understand. She was explaining it to me. Guys, like, that's a friend. I swear, that's a friend. um she followed me for the classes. Every Monday was class, so she was going with me every Monday for the class, and I was more comfortable because at least there's a familiar face in the class. I was going for the classes, and then I was trying to work on myself, work on me being scared every time. I was just working on myself. So I was making progress in me not being scared anymore, in me knowing that, okay, God has my back. Because at that period, I don't know, I changed. I was not praying as much. My faith was not as strong because I was like, okay, I'm always praying to God and all these things keep happening to me. Every time my sister is forcing me to go to, like, she was literally forcing me to go to church. So I started working on my faith. I started working on, okay, knowing God more. I started reading Bible plans on my Bible app. I started reading books, Christian books, and then I started believing again. I was praying to God that, okay, God, I'm doing this again. Help me because I don't want to have an extra year. I always told God that I don't want to have an extra. I don't want to spend a single minute in Unilorin. I do not want that. So I kept praying to God. Fast forward to, no, before that, then announced, I started becoming confident again. I was not scared anymore. I'm still scared, but not anymore. I'm still working on it, but I started working on that. I was sleeping properly. Then time for exams, and then I started reading. And then I got to the exam hall for that particular course I failed, and I saw the questions. I was shaking. I was scared because I was not thinking, okay, I read the last time I wrote, so what happened that I had an F? So I was shaking and panicking looking at the question papers. And the next thing that came to my head was, okay, do you know who your God is? And then I kept the paper, I bent down my head, and I started praying that God give me the strength, give me retentive memory, I don't want to forget anything, and I'm going to write this exam, and I will pass the exam. And I prayed, I wrote the exams, and I was having 2 exams that day. I wrote the exam and then I left the exam hall. My friend, meanwhile, she was waiting for me outside the exam hall. So after that, we left and went for our second paper because we were doing the course together. So we went for our second paper. And then, you guys, when I got to the second, before that, we had to revise and went for the second paper. And then in Unilorin 400 level, you will not get to see your results. And this is a first semester course that the course I did is a first semester course. So in 400 level was when I redid the course, first semester 400 level, and we were not going to see our results. God, I was so scared, you guys. I was scared that am I going to have extra year? Am I going to fail? I was so worried. I was scared. But I always kept praying. My sister said it again that you are not going to fail. You are not going to fail. So another course in this 400 level first semester, I don't know what happened. I prepared because my sister is always reading with me, because I tend to understand more when someone else explains it to me. I tend to understand more than when I just go for classes and the lecturer. No. So my sister will always explain the course to me and all that. So she was explaining to me and I read. She will ask me questions, I'll answer. Ruth Benson got to the exam hall, she saw the question papers and she was shaking. I don't know what happened. I was shaking. I forgot everything I read. That was the first time this thing was happening to me, that I will go to the exam hall, I'll forget everything. My friend said was trying to tell me, but like the invigilators in the hall, they caught her and they said if you talk again, you guys, I just started writing anything I know about the question. I was not thinking of, okay, this is the exact thing the lecturer said. No, I just kept writing everything I know, because I'm not going to fail. I wrote everything I know. I wrote everything to my own understanding, not the exact thing the lecturer said or taught us in class or the textbook said. Anything I understood, I put it in my words, basically. That was what I did. I got home, I was crying because I'm a crybaby. I cried. My sister was not around. I cried. My friend was knocking at my door when I got to the hostel. I was not answering because I was crying. You guys, I was so hurt. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I was just thinking, am I going to let my sister down? Am I going to let my mom, my dad, my brother down? Because you guys, school fees is not easy. It's not easy, and I did not want an extra year. So I was so scared. I was crying, and then my friend called my sister that I was crying, that this was what happened. So my sister called me and the first thing she said was, don't you know who your God is? And she told me, you are not going to fail this course. You are not going to fail. Just pray to God to give you the strength to calm down, and then you are not going to fail. My mom called, because my sister called my mom as well, and she said the same thing, that you are not going to fail this course. Just believe in God, that God is going to work it out. And then, okay, that was when I got myself back. Then I prayed. I told God that I've always said this thing, that I don't want to have an extra year, and I know that you're going to do it. And you guys, after that, every time the other exams went on smoothly, it was just that one particular course. And then after the exams, we're having fun and all that. No, before that, my final year week came, and then I was now broke. You guys, I was broke. and I needed to celebrate my final year, but my sister came through. Like, my sister is my sugar mommy. Oh, my sister spoiled me. So the first day was corporate day. I had something to wear for corporate day. The second day, I think, was back to school. I looked so cute back to school. Then they did Jersey Day. I did not do Jersey Day. They did Costume Day. I did not do costume. Then the cultural day, guys. I and my friends, we just contributed money. We got the same Ankara. We just saw different styles. I'm going to put the pictures on the screen. We had fun. Our cultural Unilorin, oh god, they will stress you. Imagine us doing our final year week and I had tests on the day of our cultural. Imagine me tying gele and writing tests. That was what happened, you guys. I tied gele, I was writing tests. So I looked so good. I was so confident the day of the cultural day. Like, I was so happy that, okay, this is finally coming to an end. But anytime I now remember that course that I told you I forgot, anytime I remember, you guys, I will not start shaking. Then I'll remember what my mom and my sister said, and I'll pray that God, you're going to work it out. That was what I was singing. Like, anytime I remember, I'll sing that song. So fast forward to exams. We did the exam. So because that other course was a 300 level course, when the results came out, someone just messaged me that, okay, this result is out, go and check. You guys, I was scared. Meanwhile, I've never checked my results in Unilorin. I've never checked it myself. My sister is always checking it for me because, you guys, I get scared easily. I don't even think I know how to check results on my portal. So I was shaking. I told my sister, okay, this result that I had F is out. My sister told me to pass her phone. I passed her phone and she was checking. You guys, I got a B. I was so happy that, okay, one down, one to go. So and you know, we're not going to see result for 400 level courses. We're just going to see, is either you see congratulations on your portal that you have graduated. I was now scared because of that one course. So preparing for the convocation, I was not saying, am I going to do convocation shoots now, and God forbid I will not now graduate? That was just thoughts in my head. I was so scared that, will I now do convocation shoots? I just said, at the back of my mind, I didn't say it to anyone. I just said, I'm going to do the shoots. If I not graduate, I'll just post it that me, I've convocated, and nobody will know that I went back to school. God forbid. That was what was in my head. And then one of my friends called me that he saw my spreadsheets at my LA's office. I was like, oh my god. I was not asking him how far did I graduate, what. And he was joking with me. I was panicking, I was shaking. I called my friend that this is what happened. The next thing I heard knock on my door in the hostel. And she said, what's up? What did he say? Because we're both scared together that our graduation and all that. And then he was just joking with me, sending me stickers and laughing. I was like, what's up? Just tell me my face. And he said, don't worry, you graduated. But even at that, I was still scared because I had not seen it myself. Okay, do you guys understand? I've not seen it myself, so I was still scared that, okay, there's still a possibility that this person might have not seen it properly, or I've not seen my name properly, or they are still going to change something. I was just so scared. Oh my god, I've been talking for so long. It's not easy, but I miss chatting with you guys. So fast forward to the nights where they started sending. Tell me why they will send text messages to tell you if you graduated or not. I know that it's in two ways. They are going to send text message to the number on your portal, and they are also going to say it on your portal. But because of the way the portal works, when a lot of people are on that portal, like, it will be really slow. Okay, so I was expecting to see the message on either my phone or my mom's phone, because I put my mom's number there as well. So I called my mom that, okay, if you see a message like this, please call me immediately. My mom too was panicking, she could not sleep. I called her, see, just sleep, I know that God has done it. That woman did not hear word, she did not sleep until I told her that, okay, I've seen it on my portal. So before that, that night I was waiting for the message. It was not going. We were trying to log into the portal was not opening because like so many people on the portal. And then I just slept. I said, see, God is going to do it, no how no how, tomorrow morning I'm going to see it, so there's nothing I could do. And then I slept, not knowing my friend stayed up till like late in the midnight and she checked the portal. So me waking up like 6 a.m. I don't wake up early. I don't know why I woke up early that day. I woke up and then the first thing I'm seeing from my sister's phone, because I did not even turn on my data, the first thing I'm seeing is she's showing me, congratulations, you have graduated with blah 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 honors. You guys, I was just looking at the screen like, oh my God, like God has done it. That was what. Then I called my mom that this is what happened, that I've seen the congratulations on my portal. And she was not telling me that she did not sleep or that she was waiting for the message. And then I told you to sleep, that I'm going to sit on my portal. Like, we were so happy. When I saw the congratulations, I opened my WhatsApp, I saw it as well. First thing I did, I just prayed in my mind. I said, Jesus, God, thank you. Thank you for never letting me down. Thank you for always coming through for me, even when I don't deserve it. Oh God, I'm feeling so emotional. Like, one course could have kept me in that school, but God did it. I don't know how he did it, but I graduated. I was so happy. Then I sent it to my dad on WhatsApp. I sent it to him. I just sent it to him. Then I called him, because if I don't call my dad, he won't check his WhatsApp. Then I called him that, okay, hello daddy, I sent you something on your WhatsApp. Go and check. And then he saw it. He was happy. He congratulated me. Then my convocation shoot was after. I think it was after I saw the convocation. I think so. So went for my convocation shoot, and I'm sure you already saw my convocation vlog. And if you have not seen it, please go and watch it. Convocation came. I did not go to school, and then I was just so happy. Thank God, because the course is for 4 years, but because of the strike, the COVID, it's now 5 years. I mean, class of 2022, we graduated 2023. You get? I'm so happy. I thank God that I graduated. You guys, that's not been easy. The mental, when they say students are killing themselves, like, I don't, what I was going through, only I understand what I was going through, you guys. I God, the emotional problem I was going through, mental, everything. And then meeting beautiful people in school, meeting good friends, meeting Margaret, she's my paddy. And like, I'm so happy I graduated. I give God all the glory, you guys. I give God all the glory. And Unilori have not given me my certificate. Like what? Just give me my certificate already. They don't want to let us go. And then, you guys, NYSC came. I went to do the registration and all that. And the next thing, they are posting me to Katina. Like, who is going to Katina? So I'm just hoping and praying that, okay, me waiting for the next batch, I'm going to get the states I want, and I'm going to share it with you guys, okay? And if you watched this video till this point, thank you so much for watching, and help me to thank God in the comment section that the enemy did not have prevail over my life. The enemy did not succeed over my life. The enemy wanted me not to graduate, but God came through. So just help me to say thank you, Jesus, in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed filming this with you guys, and I hope you enjoy watching the video as well. And don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. See you guys in my next video. Bye guys.